Good morning, happy Friday. Today, you've made it to the end of the week. Okay, so well done. Big pat on your back for that. Your final push today for finishing the week with your best work. Today's date is the 5th of February and your skill today is to find fractions of an amount. Now, if you're working from home, okay, if you're a home learner, you'll need 20 items today. Now that can be 20 pieces of pasta, 20 hairbands, 20 Smarties. I don't mind what it is, as long as you can easily group things together. Okay, so you might want to get some tin foil and make 20 small balls or 20 pieces of paper. If you're in the bubble, you will need 20 counters each or 20 multi-link. Okay, just something that you can separate and make groups of. So let's start your arithmetic. Your arithmetic today, you've got 12 times tables for your bronze. Silver, you've got subtraction. And for your gold, you've got fractions for the first time. Okay, obviously we've done these before, but your first time in your arithmetic. And just remember to multiply fractions. We're just multiplying the whole number by the numerator. Denominator stays the same. Okay, good luck with those. Take your time and come back when you're ready for the answers. Okay, so here are your answers. Okay, you'll notice that with the gold challenge, I've given you 2 fractions on some of the answers. That's because the answers can be simplified. Okay, like I always say on my videos and in the classroom, if you can simplify a fraction, it's a really good habit to get into. Okay, but if you've put the answer for number 3 as 2/12 and haven't simplified it to 1/6, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, it's not a problem. Still mark it as correct. Just remember next time to try and simplify it if you can. Let's move on then. So we're going to recap with some division facts. So 36 divided by 4. Okay, what's 36 divided by 4? Okay, that's 9, because 9 times 4 is 36. 24 divided by 3 is 8, because 8 times 3 is 24. 35 divided by 5 is 7, because 7 times 5 is 35. And 42 divided by 7 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Okay, so we are going to be, you're going to be using your division skills today to help you, okay? So let's have a look. Our question is to find 4/5 of 25. Okay, so out of those, which is our whole number? Okay, well, we know the fraction isn't a whole number because that's only 4/5. So 25 is our whole number. So I've got 25 counters. You don't need to do anything yet, you're just watching. 25 counters. Okay, how many equal parts do we need to divide our whole into? What's going to tell us that? Is it our numerator or our denominator? Okay, it's the denominator which tells us how many equal parts we have. So we can see that we need 5 equal parts. Okay, so I'm going to sort my counters into colours, into 5 groups. So I've got yellow, orange, pink, dark pink, purple. Okay, so they're my 5 equal groups. And I've got 5 in each group because 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, how many is in one group? If I've got one part of my, so I've got 5 parts here, 1 for each colour. If I look at one part, say the yellow ones, how many have I got in my one part? Okay, we can see that we've got 5 yellow counters. So that tells us that 1/5, okay, so one part out of my 5 parts is 5. So 1/5 of 25 is 5. What does 4 parts equal? I've got 25 counters, okay, and I've got 5 equal groups. So let's have a look at 4 of the groups. So let's count yellow, orange, pink and dark pink. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20. So 4 parts equals 20, which means 4 out of my 5 parts, so 4/5 of 25 is 20. Okay, try this one with me with your counters or your pieces of paper or pasta, whatever you have. Let's calculate 2/3 of 24. Okay, so what is our whole number? We know it's 24, so I've got 24 counters. Okay, how many equal parts do we need to divide our whole into? Okay, this time our denominator is 3, so we need 3 groups. Okay, luckily I've got them in colour order, so I've grouped them in colours. Okay, how many have we got in one part? Okay, how many in one part of these 3 groups, how many do I have? So let's have a look at the yellow ones, or your first group. Okay, so if you've got 24 counters in front of you, you just need 3 separate groups now. Okay, how many will you have in each group? Okay, so we can see that we have 8. Okay, so there's 8 in each group. So 1 part equals 8. So 1/3 of 24 is 8. How many have I got in 2 parts? So this is 24. This is 1 part. This is 2 parts. So how many have I got all together in these 2 parts? Well, if 1 part is 8, I know that 2 lots of 8 is 16. So 2/3 of 24 is 16. Okay, have a go at doing these questions using whatever you're using, whether it's counters, pasta, hairbands, Lego, whatever you like. Okay, so have a go at doing these ones. So you've got 12 as a whole number, which you need, so you need 12 counters or pasta. Okay, and you're going to divide those into 4 groups, and you're going to count 3 of those groups to see how many you have in 3 out of the 4 groups. When you've got 15 as your whole number, you've got 15 pieces of pasta or Smarties. You're going to divide them equally between 3 groups and count how many you've got in 2 of the groups out of the 3. And then for this one, you're going to have 20 counters. Okay, you're going to divide it equally between 5 groups, so how many we have in each group, and you're going to count 4 of the groups to see how many the total is, and that will tell you the fraction of 4/5. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at doing those, and then come back when you're ready for the answers. Okay, so 3/4 of 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and then 3 lots of 3 is 9. Okay, 15 divided by 3 gives us 5 in each group, and then we've got 2 groups, so 5 add 5, or 2 lots of 5 is 10, and then we've got 20 counters. If we put them equally into 5 groups, but we've got 4 lots of that, we'll have 16. Okay, well done. You don't need the counters now unless you want to continue using them, okay? Because they can be a really helpful tool, but you don't need to use them now. So let's look at the bar model. Okay, what is the whole number here? Okay, so we can see the whole number is 60. How many equal parts has it been divided into? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 60 has been divided into 5. So we know that each part, if we divide each part, so we're dividing 60 into 5, we know that 12 times 5 is 60. So each part is worth 12. Okay, so what is 1/5 of 60? What does 1 part equal? Okay, so we can see that we've got 1 part here because we've got 1/5. This is a whole, so these are 5/5, but 1/5 equals 12. So 1/5 of 60 is 12. Okay, so let's find 2 equal parts. So we know that 1 part is 12, so 2 parts is 24. So 2/5 of 60 is 24. Okay, so 2/5 of 60 is 2 times 12 because we know 1 part is 12, so we're just timesing that by 2. Okay, what would 3/5 be? If we know 1 part is 1 times 12 is 12, we know 2 parts is 24 because it's 2 lots of 12, what would 3/5 be? Okay, 3 times 12 is 36. Okay, because that is our 3 out of our 5 parts. Okay, so let's find 3/4 of £16. Does it make any difference if I've got a pound sign? No, still the exact same method. Okay, so I've got £16. How many equal parts does it need to be divided into? Check the denominator. Okay, we need to divide it into 4 equal parts. Now, what is 16 divided by 4? Okay, we know that 4 times 4 is 16. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. And because our total is £16, each part is worth £4. Okay, so what does 1 part equal? 1 part equals £4. So 1/4, okay, because 1 out of the 4 pieces is £4. Questions to find 3/4. So what does 3 parts equal? We've got 4, 8, 12. So 3 parts equal £12. So 3/4 of 16 is £12. Sorry, 3/4 of £16 is £12. Okay, so 1/4 of 16, 1 times 4 is 4. Because we know that each part is worth 4, so 1 part is 4, 3 parts is 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, find 5/6 of 36 kilograms. Again, does it matter what we're measuring in? No. So we've got 36. How many equal parts are we going to divide it into? Our denominator tells us we need to divide it into 6 equal pieces. 36 divided by 6. Because we've got our whole number and we know how many pieces we're dividing it into, we divide it to see what each piece is worth. Each box is worth 6 kilograms. Okay, because we know that 6 lots of 6 equals 36. So, what does 1 part equal? So 1/6 of 36 is 6 kilograms. So what does 3 parts equal? Okay. Sorry, that should be 5 parts. What does 5 parts equal? Okay, 5 parts equals 30, because 6 times 5 is 30. So 5/6 of 36 kilograms is 30 kilograms. Because we know if we add 1 more 6, or even here, look, we've got 1/6 is 6 kilograms, 5/6 is 30 kilograms. We know that 1/6 add 5/6 is 6/6, which is a whole, which is 36 kilograms. So we've just checked our own answer. Okay, so 1/6 of 36 is 6. 5/6 of 36 is 5 times 6, which is 30. Okay, have a go at calculating these. Pause the video or go back if you need to go through that again, but you're just looking at your whole number and you're dividing your whole number by the denominator to see how much each part is worth. And then you're counting how many groups of each one you've got. Okay, so you're going to divide 64 by 8. Okay, and then once you know what each part is worth, you're going to times it by 3. You're going to divide 500 millilitres by 5. Whatever part each one is worth, you're going to times by 2. You're going to divide £60 by 6, and then you're going to times each of those parts by 4. So times one part by 4 to find 4 parts. Okay, so pause the video and come back when you're ready for the answers. Okay, so 3/8 of 64 is 24. Okay, because 64 divided by 8 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 500 mil divided by 5 is 100. Times it by 2 is 200. And then you've got £60 divided by 6 is £10. Times it by 4 is £40. Okay, well done. Especially if you're keeping up and you're finding this okay. So, final thing then. I have 24 pencils. 3/8 of them are blunt. How many are sharp? Okay, so think carefully about this. I've got 24 pencils. 3/8 of them are blunt. How many are sharp? Okay, so this is a bar model to show that we have got 24 as our whole, and we've got 3/8 that we know about, which are blunt. Okay? So if we know we've got 3/8 that are blunt, we also know that we've got 5/8 which are sharp. Okay? First of all, what do we need to find out? Okay. We need to find out what 1/8 is. How do we do that? Okay, we've got 24 divided by 8. We know 24 divided by 8 is 3. So each part is worth 3. Okay, so 1/8 equals 3. Okay, if we know what 1/8 is, we know 1/8 is 3, we can now calculate 3/8. Okay, so if 1/8 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, so 3/8 equals 9. Okay, so we had 24 pencils, and now we know that 9 are blunt. So how many are sharp? So 24, 9 of them are blunt. We just need to find the difference now. So we're going to take away the blunt ones. We've got 9 blunt ones, take them away from 24, and it tells us we've got 15 sharp pencils. Okay, so 15 is the 5/8 that we were missing. Okay, because we know that 3/8 plus 5/8 equals 1 whole. Okay, I have 42 apples. 4/7 of them are red. How many green apples do I have? So let's calculate 1/7. Okay, so we know that 42 divided by 7 is 6. Okay, so 1/7 is 6, but we need 4/7. So we can do that by timesing 6 by 4, which gives us 24. Brilliant, we've got 24 apples which are red. That's what we needed to know, isn't it? So let's reread the question. I have 42 apples, 4/7 of them are red. How many green apples do I have? Oh, well I know that we've got 24 red apples. How many green apples have I got? Okay, well we started with 42 apples and we know that 24 of them are red, which means that 18 of them are green, because 24 add 18 is 42. So 18 of our apples are green. We must make sure that we're really reading that question. Okay, so have a go at these. They do get harder. Okay, so if you only want to do the first one, that's absolutely fine. If you want to do all 3, then brilliant. Okay, don't just go straight to the last one. If you want to do the last one, do the first 2 before you do. But everyone should be starting with that first question. Okay, so there are 50 chocolates in a box. 2/5 are coated with white chocolate. How many are coated with milk chocolate? There are 121 books in a library. 3/11 are non-fiction. How many of the books are fiction? And there are 350 pupils in a school. 1/7 of the pupils attend after school club. How many of the pupils do not attend? Pause the video. Try your best. If I were you, I would be drawing bar models if it helps you. Okay, so I would draw 50 as my whole number, and then I would divide the box underneath into 5 equal parts and colour in 2 of them. Okay, then once I know what each part is worth, it's easy to calculate how many 3 parts are worth, because you'll need to find the 3 parts which are milk chocolate. Okay, so pause the video now and come back when you're ready. Okay, so 30 are coated in milk chocolate in the first one, because we had 50 and we divided it by 5, which gives us 10. We times it by 2, that gives us 20, but that's telling us 20 are coated with white chocolate. We needed to know how many are coated with milk chocolate. So 50 take away 20 is 30. Okay, there are 121 books in a library. 3/11 are non-fiction. That should not be a capital letter. That's done that automatically because it thinks I've started a new sentence. How many of the books are fiction? Okay, so if we've got 121 books, 3/11, so 121 divided by 11 is 11, which means 33 are non-fiction. So how many are fiction? 88. I thought I'd changed that capital letter. When I was going through, I saw it and I thought I'd definitely change it, and I have. Look, I've changed it for the answer, but not for the question, so I do apologise. Okay, and then lastly, there are 350 pupils in a school. 1/7 of the pupils attend after school club. How many of the pupils do not attend? This one was a little bit trickier. 350 divided by 7. Okay, it's the same as 35 divided by 7. It's 5, but because it's 10 times bigger, it's going to be 50. So 50 go to after school club, which means 300 don't go. Okay, excellent work if you've managed those. Okay, it does get a little bit difficult. Okay, so well done if you did manage. Okay, final thought. There are 45 goats in a farm. Jack feeds 2/9 of them. Lila feeds 5/9 of them. How many goats did they each feed? How many goats have not been fed yet? Pause the video, have a discussion in the bubble, or if you're at home, see if you can calculate the answers and come back and I can tell you. Okay, so if there are 45 goats in a farm, that's being divided by 9. Okay, so each box is worth 5. So Jack feeds 2 boxes. He feeds 2 out of the 9th. So Jack feeds 10 and Lila feeds 25. 25 add 10 is 35, and we know there are 45 goats, so 10 haven't been fed yet. Okay, great job. That's it for today. Well done for working really hard. If you did, yeah, amazing actually, because I was going to give you something else you could do, but I think you've done more than enough today. But by all means, if you do want to continue your learning today, you can write your own problems out. Okay, especially the word problems that we did at the end, but I think you've done excellent work. Okay, I hope you noticed that I've gone the whole lesson, I think, without saying easy or tricky. Because in the bubble I say it all the time, so I've really tried to stop saying it. So there you go. Enjoy the rest of your day. You've got music this afternoon, and I shall see you on Tuesday if you're in the bubble, but I'll see you Monday morning for maths on the video. Have a lovely weekend, guys, and well done for your hard work this week. Bye.